Good morning. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Southeastern Louisiana University Army ROTC. Please join in the singing of the national anthem performed by Elizabeth Langley and the Southeastern Wind Symphony. Please remain standing for a moment of reflection to be given by Carly Bordelon, President of Southeastern Student Government Association.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in a moment of reflection. Giver of life, grant these graduation candidates the satisfaction and joy that comes from the completion of a long and challenging process. Through great individual effort, each has made great sacrifices in order to see the dawning of the significant day. We recognize this attainment is not reached in isolation, but also depends on the contributions of dedicated faculty and staff, supportive families, and devoted spouses, friends, and peers. Following the example of those who assisted us, grant these graduates generous hearts and spirits to equal the knowledge they have gained. In this way, help us, as leaders, do our part to build a community of caring. Amen.
Please be seated. It is my distinct honor to welcome you to the winter exercises of the 95th commencement of Southeastern Louisiana University. Southeastern has a strong tradition and a strong sense of tradition, and that spirit continues today with our Golden graduates leading the processional this morning. The Golden grads range from the class of 1948 to the class of 1969, celebrating their 50-year anniversary. We're so proud that you, as Golden graduates, joined us today. Your commitment to this university serves as a model for us all. Please stand and be recognized. Commencement is a joyous yet solemn occasion for the 1,062 Southeastern graduates we will recognize and bestow degrees upon today. We honor you as graduates for reaching your goal, and we thank you for allowing us the privilege of assisting you on your educational journey. This morning, there are 367 men and 695 women who will receive 14 different degrees. 7 of our graduates will receive 2 or more degrees. There are 27 international graduates from 13 countries, and the flags from their home countries are displayed around the arena. Our graduating class includes representatives from 25 of our United States. Our youngest graduate, Joshua Pascal Davis, is 20 years old and will receive a Bachelor of Arts degree in marketing. Clearly, Southeastern students are the university's most important people, but equally important are its faculty. Our graduates know that their success is a direct result of the quality of our faculty. I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all faculty for their support and instruction, and ask those who are with us this morning to please rise and be recognized. Now, Dr. Tina L. Golding, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will come forward to introduce our special guests.
Thank you, Dr. Crane. Let me extend my personal congratulations to the graduates whose hard work and diligence have resulted in the academic achievements being celebrated here today. At this time, I would like to recognize our special guests and members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Mr. Sam Damiano, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Eric Summers, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Wendy Lauderdale, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. John Bulahanis, Director of Graduate Studies and Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Antoinette Phillips, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Jay Johnson, Assistant Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Paula Calderon, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Dan McCarthy, Dean of the College of Science and Technology. Dr. Erin Watson-Horzelski, Associate Professor of Biological Sciences and President of the Faculty Senate. Dr. Will Rainwright, Chancellor of North Shore Technical Community College. And in the VIP section across from the stage, Mrs. Evelyn Lewis, and family and friends of our commencement speaker, which you'll hear about a little bit later. Please join me in honoring these special guests.
We are pleased to have with us today a retired, multifaceted executive with broad-based experience in business startups, Mr. Wallace Lewis. A 1976 graduate of Southeastern with a bachelor's degree in business education, Mr. Lewis is currently a board member of the Southeastern Foundation, is a current elder member mentor for Southeastern Sons of Promise, Daughters of Destiny, and has served on the Southeastern Alumni Association Board of Directors. A resident of Hammond, Mr. Lewis has over 40 years of experience in insurance, financial services, banking, management, marketing, leadership, public speaking, and talent development. During his tenures with First Guaranty Bank and State Farm Insurance, he had a proven record of accomplishment of achieving desired behavior changes while maintaining high-performing environments. Mr. Lewis has been fortunate to experience many firsts over the years. While he was the first African-American hired for First Guaranty Bank's management training program, most of his firsts came from his 32-year tenure with State Farm Insurance. There, he was the first African-American agent in Tangipahoa Parish, the first appointed as an agency manager in the 3-state region of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, the first to appear in a nationwide television commercial for State Farm, and the first African-American to be featured by State Farm in Black Enterprise magazine. Mr. Lewis is also a published author of a book titled 125 Proverbs for Fruitful Living, Wisdom from My Dad. He is active in his church and has served as a keynote speaker and guest lecturer on a number of occasions. He has been married to Evelyn R. Lewis, a retired educator and also a Southeastern graduate, for over 41 years, and together they have 3 grown children and 5 grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming Wallace Lewis.
Well, good morning. Am I working? Yeah. Good morning. A sincere thank you to our president, the Honorable Dr. John Crane, for that gracious introduction. I would also like to acknowledge the members of the President's Office, the dedicated Southeastern faculty and staff, and I especially want to honor the duly proud and heavily invested parents, relatives, and friends. And I especially want to congratulate this audacious 2019 Southeastern Louisiana University graduating class. As a 1976 graduate of this life-changing institution of higher learning, please know how honored and humbled I am to stand before you. Congratulations on your achievements. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the National Institute of Occupational Safety, consider these startling statistics among today's workers. Unhappiness on the job affects 1/4 of American workers. 1/4 of employees view their jobs as the #1 stressor in their lives. 7 out of 10 people are neither motivated nor competent to perform the basics of their job. 43% of employees feel anger toward their employers as a result of feeling overwhelmed. Most suicides occur on Sunday night, and most heart attacks occur on Monday morning. These are some startling statistics. All over North America, commencement exercises are being held like the ones that we are having here today. In fact, according to educational data, it is estimated that more than 3.8 million aspiring professionals will receive hard-earned degrees in varying disciplines in the 2019 and 2020 academic year. Unfortunately, too many of these aspiring professionals will find themselves numbered among these startling statistics that I just shared with you today. But not so with you who are under the sound of my voice. Because by divine appointment, I've been sent by your manufacturer to tell you that you are not a statistic, that you were created on purpose for a purpose. God has a specific plan for you in your life. In fact, in his owner's manual, and it is referred to in Jeremiah 1:5, he makes it clear. And when he says this, before you were, I knew you. And before you were born, I set you apart. You were created on purpose for a purpose. God has a plan for your life. Well, a good question you may be asking is, okay, Wallace, how did you get to the point where you escaped being a victim of these startling statistics? How did you get from there, an aspiring 1976 graduate of Southeastern Louisiana University, to here? Well, I can tell you it wasn't because I was unusually brilliant. Being placed on academic probation in my freshman year is evidence of that fact. It is because, by the grace of God, from the beginning of my career and to the end, I was consistently placed in the position of a business leader. My giftedness, my sweet spot. The sweet spot, you know, is one book that has more of an impact on my life than the owner's manual, and it is a book that really has had more of an impact on my life and also on my ability to help our growing children and many other professionals who now enjoy successful, fulfilling, and rewarding careers because they are doing life in their sweet spot. You know, Max Lucado makes reference to this in his book entitled The Cure for the Common Life, living life in your sweet spot. You know, the sweet spot, tennis players know this term, and anyone who has played softball or baseball understands the magical feeling that comes with connecting with these prime inches of real estate. When, with seemingly little effort, you connect with those prime inches of real estate and kapow, the ball sails out of the park, and these collective technologies come together, and you find yourself strutting around the bases wide-eyed. And for just an instant, all is perfect in the universe. Well, what God sent me to tell you today is that what engineers have given to sporting equipment, God has given to each and every one of you. A zone, a region, an area for you to both dwell and excel. In fact, Mr. Lucado in his book makes reference to 1 Corinthians 12:7, and here's what it says. The Spirit has given unto each of us a special gift to make a big deal out of God in service to others. So the Spirit of God has given unto each of you a special gift to make a big deal out of God in service to others. You know, a place to dwell and excel. Check this out. God gave Olympians speed. He gave salesmen savvy. God gave surgeons skill and a steady hand. Well, why did he do this? Did he do it for gold medals? Did he do it for closed sales? Or even did he do it for healed bodies? That's part of the reason, but the primary reason that we are giving gifts is to make a big deal out of God in service to others. You know, you serve as the canvas for his paintbrush, paper for his pen, soil for his seeds. You know, God really took your life and he tailored the curves of your life to fit in an empty space in his divine jigsaw puzzle that was reserved specifically for you. He looked over the whole of your life, determined your assignment, and then gave you the skills that are needed to do the job. You know, God knows that he needed Megan. He needed Megan to research incurable diseases. So he gave Megan the gift of curiosity. And he knew Richard. He knew Richard would lead a middle school. So he gave Richard an extra dose of management. And God knew that he would need Eric to care for the sick, so he gave him an extra healthy dose of compassion. And of course, he knew that Melanie would marry Max, so he gave a truckload of patience. So God has emptied this into your life, So the question then becomes for you to understand that you may hail from different places. You know, it doesn't matter if you're from Vonado, Louisiana, or Vero Beach, Virginia. Or you can be from Laranja or Los Angeles, California. While you have different places that you come from, here is one thing that you have in common. God created you on purpose for a purpose, to make a big deal out of God in service to others. So the question you ask yourself then is that why do so many honest, hardworking people end up being a victim of the startling statistics I shared with you earlier? Well, the answer is clear and undeniable. It is because they are not doing life as God intended. They're not doing life in their area of giftedness. They're not doing life in their sweet spot. What they fail to realize is that our lives are not books to be written, but a code to be decoded. Let me say that again. Your lives are not a book to be written, but codes to be decoded. And I stopped by today in the short time I have to help you crack the code. And it doesn't matter what state you find yourself in today. You could be graduating, but don't have a clue about what you want your career to be, and you need some direction. Or you may say, well, hey, look, I've gotten direction, but I need to make sure that I'm on the right track, so I need some confirmation. Or you may be among the select few that say, hey, I know I'm on the right track. I think I know what I want to do, but I need validation that the career choice that I have selected is God's preordained work. So whether you need direction, confirmation, or validation, you're in the right place today. Because in the short few minutes I have here remaining, I'm going to distill the invaluable wisdom that is deposited in the 220-page best-selling book by Mr. Lucado into 3 powerful but life-changing steps for you to crack the code and find out what your sweet spot is. First thing, you must what? Discover your sweet spot. How do you discover your sweet spot? Just pay attention to your uniqueness. What is it that you're just good at? What comes naturally for you? How are you hardwired? Well, you know, for myself, being raised on a farm in Vonadale, Louisiana, you know, I grew up, I used to plant small cucumbers and took them to the market to be pickled. I cut grass for money. At age 16, I became the community barber. I learned how to cut hair. I was elected the captain of my basketball team, voted most likely to succeed in business in my high school graduating class. Well, if that be the case, then why is it that when I came on the campus of Southeastern Louisiana University in the fall of 1972, why did I then major in pre-dentistry and then change my major to mechanical engineering, later to accounting, and it was 3 years before I got in the area of business? How did I miss that? It's because I didn't pay attention to my uniqueness. The same applies to you. Look at your uncanny ease with numbers, or your unquenchable curiosity for chemistry. You see magic in molecules. You know, some people stare at blueprints, you read them, and you drool. What I want to encourage you today is listen to that inner music inside of you, because no one hears it like you do. Pay attention to your uniqueness. Secondly, if you want to discover your sweet spot, I will help you define your sweet spot. Simply look at the intersection of your passion and your success, and there you will find your sweet spot. You know, my beautiful wife, Evelyn, of 41 years, know I love me some music. I love Al Jarreau, and I love Kim, Luther Vandross, you know, and B.B. Winans, and many, many others. So I'm passionate about music, but I know it might be kind of difficult for you to believe today, being a black guy with this sultry voice, that I can't hold a musical note. In fact, I sing in the key of Q. So while music is my passion, I'm not successful at it. So then music is not my what? It's not my sweet spot. So the definition of your sweet spot is what? When your passion and your success intersect. And there you will find your sweet spot. So now you know what? How to discover your sweet spot. Now you understand how to define your sweet spot. Lastly, what is the evidence that you are doing life in your career in your sweet spot? And here it is. You'll know you are doing life in your sweet spot is when the work that you do, you may become physically tired, but never spiritually weary. The work that you do in your sweet spot will give your soul energy versus taking it away. You can relate to this. You've had 2 comprehensive exams that you studied for in one day, and you were just plastered. But then all of a sudden you remember that it's your day to go serve at the soup kitchen, and you get this unusual burst of energy. God has given you the gift of service. Or you've been working the night shift all year, and yet taking a full load. You're getting off in the morning, can't wait to get home, and when you arrive home, your phone rings, and yet another one of your friends is feeling down and depressed and thought about calling you. And after being on the phone with him for an hour, you find yourself not only getting this surprisingly burst of energy, but you seem to always know the right thing to say. You got the gift of counseling. Or you can have another instance here where, you know, you just going to school, it's just been a terrible week for you, but you find out what? It's your day now to go visit the hospital, to visit the sick. And boy, all of a sudden, some amazing burst of energy comes somewhere. And the reason you got this energy, because God has given you the gift of compassion. So now you understand how to crack the code. You understand what? If you're in need of what? Direction, I now tell you how to what? Discover your sweet spot. Simply pay attention to your what? Your uniqueness. How has God hardwired you? And if you got direction and you want to get confirmation and know that you're on the right track, I told you now how to define your sweet spot. It's where your passion and your success intersect. And then now we're getting ready to start that new job, right? And you want to make sure you got validation. So now I told you how to know that you what? Can have evidence that you're operating in your sweet spot. It's when the work that you do will make you physically tired, but never spiritually weary. So as I close today, I want you to remember here that I'm here today by divine appointment. God had me to come and tell you that you are not a statistic. You were created on purpose for a purpose. God has a plan for your life. So why don't you determine to be the canvas for his brush, paper for his pen, soil for his seeds, so that an ever-darkening world can see the light of a loving God in you. And, you know, as I close here, it seems only fitting that you got an African-American guy from Vonaldo, Louisiana, that just moved home from the Midwest, that I close our time together with an Irish prayer. So may the rose rise up to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. The sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God keep you in the hollow of his hands. God bless.
Thank you for those inspirational words, and we appreciate you being with us today. We have a token of our appreciation.
Good. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Southeastern's faculty and administration are committed to excellence in all academic programs. This morning, we are delighted to honor 5 students who have distinguished themselves in their chosen fields of study and who will receive the university's highest academic honor. To be eligible for the President's Medal for Academic Excellence, the student must have the highest grade point average in his or her college and not less than a 3.5 cumulative average. Will each student please come forward as your name is called, and will the families of each recipient please stand? From the College of Business, Jessica Catherine Gabriel. Jessica is a Management Human Resource Management major from Ponchatoula. She plans to pursue a master's degree in worship ministries at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. Savannah Lee Hall. Savannah is a business administration major from Denham Springs. She has accepted a position as HR coordinator and will pursue an MBA in HR management at LSU Shreveport. Nikki-san Shrestha. Nikki-san is an accounting major originally from Nepal. He plans to pursue a master's degree in accounting. From the College of Education, Caitlin Lee Daigle. Caitlin is an elementary education and special education major from Zachary. She has been accepted into Southeastern's graduate program for early childhood intervention. From the College of Science and Technology, Valencia Lynette Hilliard. Valencia is a biological science, integrative biology major from Baton Rouge. She plans to attend medical school.
And now our provost will present the candidates for degrees.
President Crane, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified for degrees offered by Southeastern Louisiana University. The faculty have recommended that they be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments. After they have been presented, members of the graduating class are asked to remain standing until all degrees have been conferred. Candidates for degrees will be presented by the deans from their respective colleges.
The candidates for all degrees in graduate studies will please rise. President Crane, I'm pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Doctor of Education, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, and Master of Science.
The candidates for all degrees in the College of Business will please rise. President Crane, I'm pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science. The following honors have been earned: Summa Cum Laude 5, Magna Cum Laude 9, Cum Laude 10.
The candidates for all degrees in the College of Education will please rise. President Crane, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. The following honors have been earned: Summa Cum Laude 1, Magna Cum Laude 3, and Cum Laude 9.
The candidates for all degrees in the College of Science and Technology will please rise. President Crane, I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Associate of Applied Science and Bachelor of Science. The following honors have been earned: Summa Cum Laude 5, Magna Cum Laude 6, Cum Laude 5.
President Crane, these candidates for degrees, having completed requirements for graduation and having been recommended by their deans, are now ready for the conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon completion of requirements and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Supervisors for the University of Louisiana System, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees according to the department in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to these degrees. Some of the candidates for degrees were unable to be present for this ceremony. Their names appear in the program, and I herewith confer upon them in absentia their degrees as indicated. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to ask members of our platform party to join me in the presentation of diplomas.
Graduates will be called to the stage to receive their diplomas by college. Because today's ceremony is being videotaped and because we want to ensure that every graduate has the opportunity for family and friends to hear his or her name called, please hold your applause and minimize unnecessary noise until all graduates from each college have been recognized. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree, accompanied by their dissertation chairs, please come to the stage as directed by the marshals? The following candidates will be hooded by dissertation chair, Dr. Nan Adams. Donna Lynn Heckle Reno. Jerry Lewis Parker, Jr. The following candidates will be hooded by dissertation chair Dr. Kathleen Campbell. Dawn Love, Shannon S. Watkins. Tashelle Herbert White. The following candidates will be hooded by dissertation chair Dr. Evan Mintz. Donald Ray Green. Melanie Harper Monaster. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from Southeastern's Doctor of Education program. Will the graduates from Southeastern's master's degree program please rise and come to the stage as directed by the marshals?
Peyton Bryce Blackwell. Seth Albritton Brown. Madison Brooke Cooper. Billy Marie Delahousie. Shelby Joseph Eisworth. Christina Nicole Ferrando. Gisela Maria Figueroa. Mary Hannah Prevo Johnson. Nicole Brianna Joyer. Lane Richard Kessel. Jenna Elizabeth Lachardi. Ross Michael Michelle. Wade Stephen Nash. Amber Maria Oliver. Santiago Rodriguez Orjuela. Shelby Lynn Owens. Brett Harold Patterson. Michelle Lee Poirier. William Curtis Reeves. Jennifer Brooke Rep. Taylor Michelle Savasky. Logan Marie Skiro. Abel Heath Shelby. Zachary Austin Stein. Bailey Catherine Watts. Rebecca Hannah Acosta. Tiffany DeRocher Battistella. Candace Ann Binning. Jerzelle Anise Blanks. Shelby Carlisle Boreal. Victoria Lynn Bowman. Ashley Landry Brown. Christina Williams Brown. Rosa L. Del Pidio. Christy D. Dixon. Adanma I. Dukes. Jessica Johnson Fletcher. Lauren Mary Mathern Gawley. Mandy Gomez. Brianna Nicole Guillory. Christian C. Hardy. Amanda Kleinschmidt Huft. Emily Nicole Jimison. Rashonda Porter Kiles. Daniel Joseph Lambert. Nikki H. Lambert. Heather Mann LeBlanc. Bridget Zarang Lemoyne. Dineska Armand McZeal. Elise Joelle Moore. Glenda Marino Mora. Amanda Juno Morgan. Amy Grunyard Navarre. Desiree Duplay Petit. Brittany Smith Rogers. James Thomas Smith. Chris Prinz Studlin. Lauren Renee Troxclair. Jennifer Hendricks Vicnair. Kristen Wesson Avocato. Miriam Travis Whidden. Anna Farrell Whitman. Jasmine Devon Williams. Tyrone Talkington Williams. Russell W. Barger. Elise Marie Frost. Jenny Elizabeth Price. Samantha Daw Taylor.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates of Southeastern's Master's Program. Graduates from Southeastern's programs, please be seated. Will the graduates from the College of Business please rise and come to the stage as directed by the marshals?
Saul D. Abarca. Bernard Ivan Adams. Trace A. Ainsworth. McKenna Lee Umquist. Charles Duran Augustus III. John Blake Benedict. Danielle Nicole Bergeron. Angel Noel Bizet. Kristen Alexis Boudet. Matthew Samuel Brewer. Macaulay Otis Bullock III. Bryce Anthony Cancian. Kagan Joseph Carter. Garalisha Michelet Cousin. Jonathan Michael Cavell. Kimberly Lynn Cowens. Rodney Derek Crawford II. Ashley Elizabeth D'Angelo. Joshua Pasco Davis. Paige Oldenburg, DTJ. Also receiving a second degree, graduating cum laude, Garrison Calmer Dighton. Cameron A. Eklund. Also receiving a second degree, Lilibet Overly Espinal. Addison Andrew Fernandez. Also receiving a second degree, Tori Nicolette Fowler. Graduating summa cum laude, Jessica Catherine Gabriel. Jory Allison Gardner. Madeline Lee Gambaluca. Alexandra Gabrielle Gonzalez. Caitlin Michelle Hunt. Jamie Elizabeth Jakes, graduating magna cum laude. Ashley Renee Johnston, graduating summa cum laude. Tanya Hughes Coots, Michelle Marie Lagarde, Drew Morgan Landry, Jacob Thomas Laverine, Caitlin Teresa Lede, Peter G. Lewis, the senior, graduating cum laude. Jonathan Andrew Lofton, Corey Michael McMiniman, Niete Vino Mystery, Caleb Blaine Morse, Curtis Taylor Moss, Ashley Rachel Musso, Joycelyn M. Nelson Turquie, Robert Kenneth Nelson, Caitlin Danielle Phillips, graduating cum laude. Heather Renee Poole, Braden Kyle Roberts, Renee C. Roth, Alexandra Taylor Russell, William Michael Soche, Anthony Michael Schneider, Ariana Marguerite Scott, Christian Hunter Scott, Adam Joseph Severio, Bobby Dean Smith, Christian Kyle Smith, Trey Michael Snyder, Taylor Elise Steele, Brooke Ashley Toje, Kate Emilia Thomas, Brandon Kyle Tiblier, Lakin Maureen Tomlinson, Natalie Marie Verbois, Bailey F. Vickner, Cami Rose Weidenbacher, Anthony Ryan Wiedekam, Jacob Greg Williams, Tyler Luke Witt, Nicole Marie Bailey, graduating cum laude. Lori Lauder Brainerd, Johnny Franklin Canoy III, Jordan Maurice Carter, Anthony James Cousins, Nicholas Blake Doughton, Skylar Coben Inlow, Cole McNeely Fowler, graduating cum laude. Julia Evelyn Graff, graduating summa cum laude. Savannah Lee Hall, Angel Marie Kush, Alexa Michelle Landry, Joshua Lane Magliolo, Brandon Phillips Merwin, Cannon Otilio, Melissa Ozegovich, David Gerardo Silva, Malik Antoine Smith, Maxwell Christian Smith, Julia Jean Whitney, Michael Gerald Wyckoff, Nicholas John Arsamon, Kylie M. Bauer, graduated magna cum laude. Arlen Diane Becknell, graduated magna cum laude. Katie Ann Brand, graduated magna cum laude. Maggie Joy Brand, Jade Marissa Bushel, Matthew G. Case, Timothy Jean Causey, graduating magna cum laude. Poonam Smeet Kamar Janiara, also receiving a second degree. Lacey Daney Shavers, Taylor Renaud Como, Ronjay R. Cunningham Jr., graduating magna cum laude. Justin E. Dubose, Sailor Todd Dusenberry, Logan Matthew Ganaway, Emily Shea Garafola, Megan Elizabeth Glass, graduating cum laude. Tylen Regine Guidry, Matthew York Hazlitt, Brianna Janae Holmes, Arion Jackson, Jeffrey Blake Jones, Macy Elise Jones, Taylor Danielle Jones, graduating summa cum laude. Sierra J. Jonkers, Bryce P. Kendrick, graduating magna cum laude. Diraj Carell, Christopher Klein, Peyton Russell Lee, Nicole Beeson Mathern, Daniel Edward McKnight, Jeremiah David McMorris, graduating magna cum laude. Janie M. Miliotto, Hunter Ethan Oliver, graduating cum laude. Mason Moore Pendergrass, Quentin Douglas Perkins, Olivia N. Perry, Olivia Marie Priolo, Frank Lewis Roberts Jr., also receiving a second degree. Graduating cum laude, Michael J. Sharp, graduating summa cum laude. Nickerson Shrestha, Hewlett Guadalupe Silva, Ryan Anthony Simeon, Kentravius Deshaun Span, Kobe Dewan Taylor, Kaylee Dennis Threaton, graduating summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Bassett, Brienne Michelle Vickner, Keith Rayshon White, Natalia Mitchell Zito,
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Business. Graduates from the College of Business, please be seated. Will the graduates from the College of Education please rise and come to the stage as directed by the marshals?
David Michael Boynes, Jr. Kendra Shalante, France. Graduating cum laude, Kyle Christopher Lewis. Jeremy Lance Poole. Kayla Alice Rabelais. Chalines Rosario. Gretchen Michelle St. Pierre. Alexis Chantel Ventura. Raven Ranicia Watson. Allison Ballinger. Alexis Jade Bourgeois. Jace Blake Broussard. Graduating cum laude, Alicia Gutierrez Callahan. Corley Miriam Schutz. Graduating summa cum laude, Caitlin Lee Daigle. Graduating cum laude, Richard Owens Davis Jr. Shayna Janae Dupard. Ashley M. Fontenot. Karina Garcia. Graduating magna cum laude, Kristen M. Gary. Graduating cum laude, Gabrielle Marie Godin. Megan Denise Godso. Graduating magna cum laude, Madison Elaine Hahn. Graduating cum laude, Anne Elizabeth Hamilton. Graduating cum laude, Kimberly Nicole Hildego. Brandy Elaine Hollingsworth. Taylor Renee Johnson. Kelly Deganji Laraca. Graduating cum laude, Shelby Breckwood McKee. Samantha K. Micheli. Caroline M. Papa. Lynn Mai Pham. Dawn, graduating cum laude, Dawn Leveron Pochet. Lexi Marie Savoy. Graduating cum laude, Jade Brielle Sheets. Amy Gail Slayton. Savannah Ann Smith. Jennifer Coleman Stein. Ashley Nicole Thatcher. Taylor Dominique Vermal. Lashika Monique Weatherspoon. Graduating magna cum laude, Alexis Raven Whitehouse. London K. Whitaker. Jennifer Lynn Woodard.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Education. Graduates from the College of Education, please be seated. Will the graduates from the College of Science and Technology please rise and come to the stage as directed by the marshals?
Alexis M. Burke. Christopher Paul McClelland, Jr. Alex Andrew Walker. Sushavan Adhikari. Graduating magna cum laude, Candace Renee Amos. Graduating cum laude, Ludwig Anderson. Wayne Joseph Oakwin. Nicholas O'Neill Babin. Daniel Ray Bates. Graduating cum laude, Brooke Lane Bergeron. Tyler Joseph Boding. Graduating cum laude, Nicholas August Beneke. Adam Boyd. Dustin M. Branch, Kristen Taylor Brown, Brett David Broussard, Haley E. Broyles, Brant Anthony Boudon, Mariana Michelle Carter, John Christopher Casey, graduating summa cum laude, Caleb Paul Champagne, Shaylandia Lorraine Cheney, Noah W. Courtney, Dylan Ramsey Cubbage, Brianna Charday Lusk Cyprian, Tyler Luke David, Robin Marcel DeSelles, Avaya Dakal, Cameron Braxton Dobbins, Blaine V. Earhart, Shelby Renee Floyd, George Christer Fontenot, Gerard Joseph Fromeyer, Kaylee Allison Gaskins, William Avery Gohagen, Brant Joseph Gayran, Peyton Hannigan, Gabriel Alex Hannum, Brian Dudley Hardy, Kelsey Nicole Harris, graduating summa cum laude, Valencia Lynette Hillard, Richard Roy Hunter, Andrew Christopher Ilgenfritz, Joel Annika Jimenez Kennedy Niara Jingles, graduating summa cum laude, Babesh K.C., Sean A. Kelly, Alex Kendale Kirkpatrick, Jacob R. Lane, Anna C. Lander, Emily Joan Laprime, Pete M. LaBeouf, Sadie Rita Lemoyne Johnson, Tamia Ashley McGee, Miguel A. Martinetti, Aaron Joseph Mathern, Luke Alexander Mayu, Francis Nicole Means, Anna Marie Mesa, Hunter Scott Metrogene, Ashley Lauren Miller, Paul Henry Mitchell, Caleb Patrick Moore, Vanessa Faye Moore, graduating magna cum laude, Aaron Nathaniel Mormon, Ana Maria Morales, Lo Dao Win, Daniel Joseph O'Neill III, graduating magna cum laude, Daniel A. Palmer, Taylor Morgan Parent, Hayden Anthony Patterson, Kelsey Provost, Logan Montgomery Richard, Amelia Nicole Richardson, Caitlin Juliana Rigel, Alexandra Grace Roberts, Kurt Rue, graduating cum laude, Bailey Annette Sharp, Ronit Shrestha, Andrew Thomas Sievers, graduating magna cum laude, Rebecca Annette Skanes, Bryce Allen Smith, Janae Michelle Smith, Jonathan Paul Strassel, graduating cum laude, Amrit Subedi, Michael Sims, Diana Alejandrina Taj, Caitlin LaShawn Taylor, Shankar Raj Thapalia, graduating summa cum laude, Pratiksha Timalsina, Jesse Kenneth Tulos, Gabrielle May Turjo, Clinton Joel Walker, Caitlin Keon Williams, Cole R. Wolf,
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Science and Technology. Graduates from the College of Science and Technology, please be seated.
Congratulations to all of this morning's graduates of Southeastern Louisiana University. If you have not already done so, at this time I would like to invite you to turn your class ring with the school name facing outward, symbolizing your readiness to face the world as a proud Southeastern graduate. While the coursework for your degree is complete, we want to emphasize that we hope your journey with Southeastern does not end today. After you take the alumni pledge this morning, you will join more than 78,000 others who are Southeastern alumni. I hope you'll agree that Southeastern has made a positive and meaningful difference in your lives, and we hope that your relationship with Southeastern will continue over the years, not just as alumni, but in other ways as well. I now call upon Dickie Whitson, President of Southeastern Louisiana University Alumni Association, to administer the alumni oath. President Whitson, it is my pleasure to present these new graduates to you. Please list them now as alumni of this great institution, charged with aiding us to lift Southeastern to greater excellence in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Crane. Thank you, Dr. Crane. I invite all of the class of 2019 to rise and repeat after me, please. Please repeat after me. As an alumnus of Southeastern Louisiana University, I pledge my loyalty and to my alma mater, and promise to uphold the principles of integrity and service above self. Congratulations. You are now official members of the Southeastern Alumni Association. I butchered that. Thank you, Dr. Crane.
Please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater, performed by Elizabeth Langley and the Southeastern Wind Symphony.
Thank you.